1 submarine, 30 warships. And by sunrise, the most powerful fleet on Earth is gone. Wiped out by an enemy it could not see, could not hear, and could not touch. 1 submarine from the future. No aircraft, no battleship, no fleet of its own. Just 1 modern attack boat against the entire Japanese Navy. So here's the question. Could a single nuclear submarine have sent every ship at Pearl Harbor to the bottom of the sea before the first plane ever took off? By sunrise, the answer would rewrite the most famous day in naval history. Let's run it. To understand the stakes, you have to understand what was actually coming. The Japanese called it the Kido Butai, the strike force. 6 fleet carriers, the largest concentration of naval air power the world had ever seen. Over 400 aircraft, Zeros, dive bombers, torpedo planes, fueled, armed, and ready to launch. Battleships, heavy cruisers, destroyers screening the flanks, tankers trailing behind. Admiral Nagumo's force believed it held the element of surprise, and against the world of 1941, it did. 230 miles south, the American Pacific Fleet slept at anchor. Battleship row. 8 battleships side by side. No radar warning believed. A fleet completely unprepared for what history actually delivered. In our timeline, the planes came. In under 2 hours, the Pacific Fleet was crippled, and America was at war. But what if the hunters had become the hunted? What if, hidden in the deep, 1 modern machine was waiting for them? Meet the Intruder, a Seawolf-class nuclear attack submarine, one of the deadliest machines ever built by human hands. Nuclear-powered, it never needs to refuel. It can stay submerged for months, circling its prey without ever surfacing. And it is silent, quieter than the ocean around it. In 1941, nothing afloat could hear it coming. 8 torpedo tubes, a magazine of roughly 50 weapons, enough firepower to gut an entire fleet. Its Mark 48 torpedoes don't just hit a ship, they detonate beneath the keel and break a warship's spine in a single blast. Each one can run for miles, faster than any 1941 warship could flee, guided straight to its target. And it carries cruise missiles, weapons that can strike targets it cannot even see over the horizon. Inside, a crew watches the ocean through sonar so advanced it can map every ship for 50 miles in total darkness. Now compare that to the fleet above. In 1941, their best weapon was a depth charge, a barrel of explosive rolled blindly off the stern, hoping to get lucky. Their listening gear couldn't even detect a submarine sitting this deep. To the Japanese, the ocean below them was simply empty. 80 years of technology dropped into a single morning. The most one-sided ambush ever imagined was about to begin. 600 hours. The submarine's sonar lights up. 30-plus contacts. The captain makes the only call that matters. Kill the carriers first. They are the heart of the strike force. Without a sound, the boat turns. It slides into firing position beneath the lead carrier. Akagi, Nagumo's flagship. Solution locked. Tubes flooded. Doors open. Fire. 2 Mark 48s race upward through the dark, faster than anything the carrier's escorts can react to. On the carrier's deck, crews are arming Zeros for Pearl Harbor. They have no warning. The first torpedo detonates beneath the keel. The blast lifts a 36,000-ton carrier clean out of the water. Its spine snaps. On the other carriers, confusion. A mine? A reef? No enemy is in sight. No enemy can be in sight. But the submarine is already gone, sliding silently toward its second target before the first even finishes sinking. 2 more torpedoes leave the tubes, then 2 more. A second carrier, the Kaga, is struck amidships. Her aviation fuel ignites. The fire spreads faster than any crew can fight it. Now the destroyers panic. They charge in every direction, dropping depth charges at shadows, at fish, at nothing. The charges explode hundreds of feet above the submarine. It simply sinks deeper, beyond their reach, and keeps killing. Inside the submarine, there is no chaos, only routine. Acquire, solve, fire, reload, repeat. The Soryu and Hiryu, the pride of Japanese naval aviation, both broken open from below. The battleships open fire. At nothing, 14-inch guns hurling shells at an ocean that holds no visible enemy. For the first time, the submarine rises, just enough to raise a periscope. The captain wants to see what cruise missiles can finish. Through the lens, the picture is total. He launches cruise missiles. They breach the surface, ignite, and streak low across the water toward the surviving battleships. No 1941 warship has any defense against a missile that flies itself, hugging the waves at the speed of sound. The battleship Hiei takes a direct hit to her bridge. Her command crew is gone in an instant. By now, the sea is a graveyard. Carriers capsized, battleships ablaze. And still, not one Japanese sailor had seen the enemy. The submarine reloads and turns on the last two carriers, the Shokaku and Zuikaku, the very ships that, in our world, would haunt the Pacific for years. Here, they never even reach Hawaii. One after another, they go down. The few survivors will report something impossible. An enemy with no ship, no plane, no face. A ghost beneath the waves. And the submarine does what it does best. It vanishes, down into the dark, untouched, undefeated. Within a single morning, the Kido Butai, 6 carriers, 400 aircraft, the spearhead of an empire, has ceased to exist. And Pearl Harbor? The planes never launch. The harbor stays quiet. The most famous attack in history simply never happens. So could one nuclear submarine really have done this? Let's separate the fantasy from the cold, hard reality. First, the firepower. A Seawolf-class carries enough torpedoes and missiles to sink every major ship in the strike force, with weapons to spare. Second, survival. 1941 had no sonar, no homing weapons, no aircraft that could threaten a submarine this deep. It could attack with near total impunity. Third, detection. The boat would see the entire fleet long before the fleet could ever sense it. The ambush is guaranteed. But here's the catch. The movies skip. 50 weapons is a lot, but a fleet has 30+ ships, and carriers need more than one hit. Run dry, and a submarine cannot reload at sea. It would also be utterly alone. No resupply for thousands of miles. No backup. One mechanical failure. One lucky depth charge. And the fantasy ends. And then there's history itself. Destroy the Kido Butai in 1941. And the entire Pacific War changes. Japan loses its carriers. And arguably loses the war before it begins. No Midway. No years of island fighting. A 4-year war potentially decided in a single, silent morning. If you want more impossible battles from history, subscribe. And tell me in the comments which weapon I should send back in time next.